Hi Sagittarius, welcome. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating on the collective Sagittarius reading, I got a song. It's not a very popular song. I actually don't know who the artist is, but he says, feeling pretty good for real. I'm feeling pretty good for real. We ain't got to worry about it. It's no big deal. So, Sagittarius, you may be in that mode where you're just like, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to worry about that, or feeling good in general, or letting this Leo season that's coming in really hit you in the right spot. So, I feel like there's a lot of fun, playful energy coming in for you, Sagittarius. And yeah, you might be feeling yourself, feeling good during this time frame, all right? Oh, there was another song. Okay, I think the name of that song is We Should Be Dancing, but I can't remember the artist. But yeah. The other thing I was feeling in the meditation was that there might be like a cancellation of plans or a change of plans or something like that going on where, you just don't feel, I just get this sense of like Sagittarius, like, you're not really feeling like doing much if it ain't fun. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you might be having trouble concentrating or really putting like effort into maybe like the practical parts of your life or your work environment, because it's just like there's just such an urge to just have fun and like reconnect with your inner child, or like if it's not that, it's this feeling of just you would rather be doing something else. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I feel coming through. It's a bit of an antsy energy, if I'm being honest. So let's get some cards out and see where this is headed for you, Sagittarius, and go from there. So we have, oh, knew I was going to get the fifth house, because didn't I just say Leo season? And the fifth house is ruled by Leo. Some of you could have that in your chart or be dealing with one. Or it's just Leo season affecting the Sagittarius. So this is all about fun, performance, entertainment, getting out there. It talks about love and love affairs, pleasure, spending more time with your children if you have children, finding the humor in things, not taking life so seriously. Like, this is a good vibe here that I feel coming in for you, Sagittarius. It's making me feel pretty good, for real. You know what I mean? So, like, let's see what else we have coming in. The angel guidance cards. What else? Yeah, I keep hearing that part. We should be dancing. All right, anyways, sorry. My rings are making it difficult for me to shuffle. Woo, as a card flies out. You have the Seven of Cups. So sometimes the Seven of Cups can talk about delusionment and confusion, but I actually feel this is more so talking about, for you, choices. Having lots of choices. Lots of fun things to choose from. Lots of places you could put your focus and attention. Maybe that's where that scattered energy is coming from. Some of you are having trouble focusing in one specific direction. This could also talk about choices in love, needing to make some choices when it comes to that. There might be a little bit of confusion going on in that department, but I feel ultimately I heard chalking it up. Ultimately, you being guided towards whatever it is that you're passionate about, that brings you the most joy, that brings you the most playfulness. So if you're having to choose, like when it comes to how you want to spend your time, or maybe a partner, I feel like you being drawn towards or attracted to whatever seems the funnest. So I kind of feel like a little kid right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like so extra. My Venus is in Sagittarius, so maybe that's being activated. I'm not really sure. But let's see what the headspace is for my Sagittariuses. You have the Muse of Inspiration, the Lovers, The Emperor in the reverse and the Seven of Voices. Interesting. So, all right, I'm getting a few different messages here, Sagittarius. There's something about losing control and maybe feeling like you're going to lose your mind a little bit, you know, or things feeling a bit out of control and that you're going to lose your mind. Of course, this is a play on your thoughts. That's never the truth of something. I feel like you have complete control over your destiny, but it may feel like that. Like it's kind of like this whirlwind of energy coming through for you, Sagittarius. And maybe at times it even feeling like things are out of your control, which can be a little bit scary, right? But in the big picture, Spirit is wanting you to instead look at it as a joyful journey, you know, that you don't have to have it all figured out right now, that you do have choices. All right, Sagittarius. Some of you also, you might have love on the brain or a specific person that is very connected to you showing up that I feel like is a good match to your energy. And that doesn't have to be an intimate partner. It could be a friend or a family member, but take it as it resonates. Because they're giving me the song Come On Light My Fire, but I feel like you definitely have choices, okay? I don't feel like you're being left without at all, Sagittarius. And if you feel that way, then that's where the disillusionment is coming from. The idea that you don't have choices is the illusion, right? And if you really think about it, right, and your emotions are guiding you and always telling you what thoughts are in alignment with what your guides know to be true and which thoughts are not, then if every time you think negatively it feels bad, then that means that thought does not serve you, right? And so some of you have this illusion that you don't have choices when you have choices. And how do you know that that's not the truth? Because it feels terrible every time you think that way. It feels terrible every time you think that you have to put up with something, or you don't have a choice, or you know, things are out of your control, because that's never ever the truth. You have the ability to focus your mind and therefore create anything that you want and attract anything that you want. So So let's go further into it, Sagittarius, and see. I'm so antsy. I'm like having trouble even sitting still for this reading. Like I can't even lie. Like my legs want to bounce around. My body don't want to stay still. Like what is the deal? All right, let's go into the emotional space, Sagittarius. Sagittarius on the emotional level. The Hierophant, the Fool in the reverse, the Nine of Emotions, the Wheel in the reverse. So Sagittarius, when it comes to your emotional space and love, there is some self-reflection here. There's a need to not push beyond your limits and not make impulsive decisions during this time frame. Instead, you know, let things come to you naturally, all right? Some of you, it's not really a good time to maybe take any can I speak? Let me revise this. Right now may not be the best time to jump into anything super serious, okay? Whether that be you know, a job or a person or whatever. I'm just feeling like right now is more the time to have some fun, to enjoy having choices, and not get so wrapped up in the commitment of something. See, because there is something here that you're weighing out, Sagittarius, and it has to deal with relationships. Maybe some decisions that were made in relationships in the past that didn't turn out so satisfying, but that's getting ready to change. However, I do feel that the timing is more so after Leo season. I feel like during Leo season, or the month of August, primarily what the guidance is to focus on this playful, passionate, creative energy, and like not taking things so seriously, not getting bogged down in the details. If things start to feel like it's a whirlwind or maybe out of your control, that's letting you know it's time to recenter yourself. Right? If you get good at recentering yourself every time you get in a tizzy and you get out ahead of that vibration, you can sustain your vibration strong enough that you always get the best outcome. So I'm getting the words emotional control and then losing control. So if you are getting to a point or feeling like you might lose control, you need to back away from the situation temporarily, because they're highlighting the importance of emotional control, which is not always easy to do for a fiery, badass, blunt Sagittarius. Like I know you guys are. But I feel like it's okay to be passionate, but don't let your passion consume you to the point where you're making impulsive decisions or not thinking through some of your decisions, because that will definitely come and bite you in the butt. Like right now, they're saying it's not the time for that. Right now, it's a time for, you not to take things so seriously, to find some satisfaction right here, right now. And then in your downtime, maybe do some reflection on self, but also like relationships and commitment, and how do you really feel about all of that. I just feel like it might be super hard for you to focus during this time frame, because I just feel like this kind of erratic energy coming through, where maybe you're just getting bored really easy, or like you find yourself flipping through your phone, and like app surfing, or you're just like maybe all over the house, but you're not really getting anything done, or like at work, you're going through the motions, but your mind might be really elsewhere, that type of stuff. Yeah, that type of stuff. Maybe finding it hard to stay focused, okay? So let's go further and see. They keep wanting to give me this song. I believe the artist is called Russ. He says, I'm losing control now. But I think it's alright. Okay, wow. Some of you, the reason why you're having trouble concentrating is you might be losing control over your emotions for someone. They call that having emotion, Sagittarius, being in love, maybe some of you. If this isn't you, you could be connecting with someone that has difficulty like maintaining their control around you. Because the second lyric to the song is, but I think it's all right. Oh, Sagittarius, I'm kind of getting this as like love, right? Losing control over being able to contain feelings in love, whether that's coming from you or someone that you're connecting to. But it could also indicate for others of you just a sense of being overwhelmed by emotion. So take it as it resonates. But there's so much positivity wanting to come through, and I knew the Sun card was going to come out because I've had Leo energy all over this reading. But there's positivity coming through if you allow yourself to see it that way, Sagittarius. And I feel like you are. I feel like you're gaining some sort of new perspective here that's helping you to feel more centered, that's helping you to feel more alive, is the word that they're giving me. Some of y'all felt like you were living, but you weren't alive. There's a song coming through. Oh, I cannot get the lyrics to it. Are we alive? What does he say? Are we alive? Are we still breathing? I've come for the ride. Anyways, sorry. It could be that Sagittarius, you finally feel alive again. You know, sometimes life gets stagnant. We get stuck. Things stop feeling fun, you know. We go through dry spells where maybe we have a slew of bad luck or things aren't working out for us, you know. But there's always this sweetness that comes after you go through something tumultuous. And it has a tendency to revitalize you, to make you feel alive again, right? It's like taking your first breath again, you know, when you finally reconnect with center, when you finally find yourself again, when you finally find your happiness again, you have things to look forward to and you have choices. And I feel like that is what's coming through for Sagittarius. It's almost like a breakthrough. And a breakthrough of insanity is what I'm hearing. I don't know what to make of that. Of insane proportions, they're saying. On an energetic level, obviously. And that could be why, like, you're scattered everywhere, you know, because it's just like so many choices, you know, so many different things you could be doing, but also easy to get so wrapped up in that you end up doing nothing, you know. So it's all in how you channel the energy. But I just feel like this inspiration coming back through for you, Sagittarius, and things feeling like they're coming together. All right. There could also be reconciliations here or relationships that are coming together during this time frame. If nothing else, the emotional support of, you know, the universe, of course, but also people around you. All right. Because I definitely don't feel any alone, like lonely type of stuff. I feel like you're being well supported in this energy. For some of you, there's a significant connection showing up, okay? But for whatever reason, it's ending on a beautiful note. So I just feel like you have really crossed some barriers here, Sagittarius, and you're getting some sort of new perspective here. And again, yes, you have choices to make, but these are good choices to have, you know? That song is still playing. Are we alive? After the ride. It's gonna kill me. Somebody will know it. I cannot nail down that song. Anyways. All right, let's see what the law of attraction has to say about this. It says, no one else needs to know this. You know what's funny is I was literally looking at the Seven of Swords thinking like, I wonder if Sagittarius is keeping some secrets or keeping something hidden. And then I get the card that says no one else needs to know this. All right, Sag. So FYI, there might be some things that, you know, are private to you. Let's say that. Let's say that. I feel like it has to deal with relationships, but it don't have to be. And if it ain't you, you could be dealing with someone that is hard to trust or erratic. Maybe you're reconsidering that connection, if so. Anyways, it says, it is not necessary for even one other person to understand these laws of the universe, for you are the attractor of your experience, just you. This is telling you, Sagittarius, that nobody needs to understand you but you, okay? Also, nobody needs to understand how things work or your beliefs for them to be true to you, as I drop the card. And so there's this encouragement that actually sometimes it is best to just keep what you know to yourself. So let's see. What is the guidance here? Intuitive nudges. So this says, intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keep us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and the divine. So you might be getting some intuitive nudges, Sagittarius, through the dream state, through meditation, or just, you know, random light bulb moments. So pay attention. Definitely don't ignore your intuition, especially for those of you who might be dealing with someone where you feel like there's something off. If that's the case, listen to that, Sagittarius, and maybe ask yourself why that is. And also ask yourself, well, how do I feel, and am I feeling off for a certain kind of reason? So some things to take into consideration, and they gave me the card choices again. So again, you have some choices here to make, but I feel like, again, these are good choices. So zodiac signs you could be connecting with or having your own birth chart. I have Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Aries, and maybe another Sagittarius, and Virgo energy out. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media platforms. Also, the link is in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can also find the donation link. Otherwise, I am wishing you guys the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.